When the day feels heavy and the dark clouds start to play, and you're feeling so alone with nothing seeming okay, there's a number shining through, a light to guide your way. Call 988, let hope brighten your day. You might be down, feeling lost or unsure, but a friendly voice is waiting steady.
Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Darcy Lee. I'm the Executive Director of Samaritan South Coast and your host of the 988 Carecast. Today's topic of conversation is, it's okay to ask for help, ending the stigma around having a hard time. Everyone goes through tough moments. Maybe you're feeling anxious, worn down, disconnected, or just not quite like yourself. Life can be overwhelming, and that's completely normal. But even though most people experience these kinds of struggles, it's still hard for many to talk about them or ask for support. One of the biggest reasons why? Stigma. That invisible pressure to just deal with it, to pretend everything's fine, or to feel ashamed for not being okay. But needing help doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means you're human. And reaching out is one of the strongest things you can do. What is stigma, really? Stigma is what makes people feel embarrassed or afraid to speak up when they're having a hard time. It shows up as fear of judgment, the need to appear strong, or the belief that asking for help means you failed in some way. Maybe you've heard people say things like, get over it, or you're just being dramatic. Or maybe you've told yourself you should be able to handle it alone. These messages can stick with us, and they often keep us from opening up when we need it most. Why stigma still exists, let's cover that topic. There are a lot of reasons why stigma hangs on. In some families or cultures, talking about feelings is seen as a sign of weakness. In others, people are expected to keep things to themselves or tough it out. And thanks to social media, it can feel like everyone else is doing great, when in reality, most of us are just trying to get through the day. The truth, everyone struggles sometimes. Everyone needs support, and no one should feel ashamed for not being okay. What happens when we keep it in? When we bottle things up, it can take its toll. Stress can build, relationships suffer, and we can start to feel even more alone. Pushing through without support doesn't make you stronger, it just makes it harder. But when you share what you're going through with someone you trust, things begin to shift. Whether it's a friend, a family member, a therapist, or a trained crisis counselor, like those that we have on 988. Talking to someone can bring relief, clarity, and connection. Asking for help is strength. It's brave to say, I'm not okay, and even braver to ask for support. Whether you're overwhelmed by work, struggling with your emotions, or just not feeling like yourself, it's okay to reach out. No concern is too small, and no one will think less of you for speaking up. Support is available in many forms, through conversations with people you trust, professional help, or free confidential services like the 988 Lifeline. The people who answer calls and texts at 988 are trained to listen without judgment and to help you through whatever you are facing. How can all of us help end the stigma? We all have a role to play in changing how we talk about mental health and getting support. You can start honest conversations with people in your life. Show up with compassion when someone opens up to you. Avoid labeling or minimizing someone's experience. Share your own story if you're comfortable. It helps others feel less alone. Let people know it's okay to get help and that it works. When we normalize asking for help, we make it safer for others to do the same. We create communities where people feel seen, heard, and supported. You're not alone. If you're going through something, you don't have to go through it alone. Help is out there. You are not broken, and you don't have to fix everything by yourself. Taking care of your mental and emotional health is an important part of your overall well-being, and asking for support is something to be proud of. It's a step forward toward healing and a better tomorrow. Just some final thoughts. Let's build a culture where it's normal to say, "I'm having a hard time," and where no one is made to feel ashamed for needing support. Let's show up for each other with kindness, openness, and empathy. Because the truth is, it's always okay to ask for help, and you never have to face things alone. My name is Darcy Lee, and I'm the Executive Director of Samaritan South Coast. This is the 988 CareCast. Today's topic of conversation was, it's okay to ask for help, ending the stigma around having a hard time. Thanks for joining us today. Remember, take good care of yourself and good care of others.
And you're feeling so alone with nothing seeming okay. There's a number shining through, a light to guide your way. Call 988, let hope brighten your day. You might be down, feeling lost or unsure, but a friendly voice is waiting, steady and secure. Resources and listening ear, a hand to pull you near. It's support that's always here. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, no, you're never alone. Whether you stay anonymous or share your name, 24 hours care remains the same. 988 is here to lift the pain. On days when the clouds won't fade and hope feels hard to find, our team will help you find the strength and a clear road to unwind. From a little tap to planning next steps, with warmth that feels so kind. Let 988 remind you, you're precious in heart and mind. When doubts arise and tears may fall, a caring friend is waiting to catch them all. With every call or text, there's support for you at least, a promise of safety and of peace. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat and feel the hope you know. Anonymous or by name, the care is always there. 24/7 support, a love that shows it cares. 988's here to lift the pain. In that quiet moment when life seems too hard to bear, remember there's a lifeline, a friend waiting somewhere. Let your voice be heard, let your heart find the way. There's comfort in connecting, let tomorrow greet a brighter day. If your world feels like a whisper and you're lost in the cry, a caring team is standing by, just a call to testify. Every moment matters, every tear will soon run dry. With 988, we're together, reach out and fly. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, let the caring tone be known. Names or numbers, it's your choice, all the same. 24 hours round, always here to ease the pain. 988 just to call around is to stay. Remember, you're the on your hardest day, with hope, help, and heart just to call away.